Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
You know, we want to touch on, you know, a lot of you folks out there need to understand that you need to increase your cash flow. One of the things we do, Eddie, is we live from paycheck to paycheck.
Absolutely.
And that is very bad. And every single month we do it, or every single time we get the paycheck, we know exactly what's going to happen with that paycheck, and we don't have any cash left over. Some of us even have to take a cash advance on our credit cards to help pay some of the bills. That simply means that we're not getting anywhere. However, a lot of us that's doing that, we own our own properties. But we've been brainwashed to believe that we should just leave the properties alone, don't touch it, don't refinance it, don't do anything with it. These are the people that Scott Siskin, the president of the bank, a direct lender, called the silent majority. These individuals also is right smack in the middle of the holidays, Eddie. And they have credit cards, as noted. They need cash. And I know for a fact that you are here today and you're going to be hanging out with us for a while, that you can help these individuals to refinance, take care of their bills, and even put some cash in their pocket before Christmas Day, before New Year's Day. And I'd like to find out, or hear in your words, if you can help all the individuals that will be calling you shortly on, of course, talking with you, a direct lender, one of the few direct lenders that's targeting, of course, the Caribbean community, one of the few direct lenders that is well below the national average, one of the few direct lenders that is beating every single financial institution and making sure that people get the right interest rate, the right loan for their house. One of the few lenders who is explaining the reason why one might want to go for a lower interest rate and the closing cost being a little bit higher, or going for a higher interest rate and the closing cost being very minute. You know, you are one of those few lenders. And right now, I'd like for you to tell the people in your own words, can you help them before the holidays is truly out? Do you concur with me or not before I open up the phone lines for people to speak with you one-on-one?
Absolutely, Squeeze. You know, this is the last month of 2007. And, you know, a lot of people out there made a lot of promises to themselves about what they're going to try to accomplish in a year. But this is now heading into 2008. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be great to end the year financially secure? Take that stress level out. Make next year a better year make 2008 better than 2007. Because I know, Squeeze, there's so many listeners out there that are still on the fence and saying, you know, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. But you know what? Their situation is not getting any better. Mm-hmm. And they're doing this month in and month out. It's December. Mm-hmm. We're heading into January of a new year. Mm-hmm. Make that promise to yourself that, you know what, 2008, I'm going to have less financial stress. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pay off some of those credit card bills, those auto loans. I'm going to actually take a look and see on these credit cards in the fine print that says I'm paying 20 to 30%. Mm-hmm. And I'm absolutely going to educate myself through First Republic on how to save myself monthly bills. You know, the oil's going to shoot up. Electric bills are high around the holidays. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of activities planned, families getting together, and a lot of those things, unfortunately, cost money.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, I am speaking with Eddie Alber, and he's right here right now. And yes, I'm going to be opening up the phone lines, but just hold off a minute, folks, because I have another question to ask Eddie. You know, Eddie, for every unique individual that comes to you or calls you on the phone, all right, or call First Republic Mortgage Bankers, there are several scenarios that can apply to them. There are several programs that can apply to them.
Absolutely.
Maybe 1, 2, 3 different programs. And with the different programs come different levels and different understanding. Some people, they have what's called anxiety, and they jump in and make decisions with institutions out there, you know, and just sign on the line, and then they'll worry about it later. I want today for you, when you speak with these individuals, to explain to them all of their potential options. And I want for you also to break it all down to them. Hypothetically speaking, let's say someone call you up right now and they say, Eddie, I have a little bit of a credit issue. It's I missed a couple of bills. I paid a couple of bills late. I have my house. I do have credit card bills. I need some cash out. That individual could potentially qualify for the FHA program. That individual could potentially qualify for the conventional program. Now, with these programs, sometimes the interest rate can be varying, all right? And sometimes the closing cost and the fees can be varying, wrong or right?
Absolutely.
And there might be different reasons why they might be varying. What are some of the reasons that could make that vary? Could it be income? Could it be credit? What are some of the reasons?
It could be the income and credit, the assets that you have. I learned a long time ago, Squeeze, that no two borrowers are alike. Everybody has their own financial situation. And when I always ask a borrower, when I sit down, the first thing I ask them, what is the most important thing that they want to accomplish by refinancing with us? What is the most important? Because you have to do more listening and less talking to find out what people's needs are. So we really pride ourselves on First Republic to find out what the needs are of each individual borrower. And then we can look and say, you know what, we have option A, we have option B, we have option C. Which one do you feel most comfortable with? And it's real important that the loan officer has their thumb on the pulse of the buyer, of the borrower, because we need to know what's the important issue here. Is it credit card debt? Do you want to take cash out for a home improvement? Are you looking to buy a second home? Or you want to pay off these 2 car loans? What do you want to accomplish by refinancing? And by listening to borrowers and their needs, you always find out what the important issue is to them. And then you can go and say, you know what, I have option A, B, C, D. Mr. Borrower, which program do you feel most comfortable with? I never make a choice for any borrower because it's wrong, because I'm not making the mortgage payment. I think it's unfair, but I like to show the positive and negatives of each program so the borrower gets self-educated through the process, and then they can make a financial decision that's going to be real good for them and their families.
You know what, Eddie, before I send you to the phone lines right now, man. Oh, by the way, folks, you can call us right now. Let me open up the lines for you. The number is 718-325-5555. We're talking about mortgages. You buying a house, refinancing a house. First Republic Mortgage Bankers, they do have the money. Give them a ring right now and speak exclusively with Eddie. Tell him that you don't want to be transferred. You want to speak with Eddie. The number is 718-325-5555. You can also call 718-324-5465. Something that I want to say, Eddie, and I want to say this to individuals that's out there listening. There are so many competitive marketing information floating around, especially on the internet, on radio, on TV, in newspaper. But whenever you deal with these institutions out there, folks, make sure when you're the one interviewing them, believe it or not, don't think it's them interviewing you. Make sure you interview them and say, now that you have given me all of the pertinent information, which institution will my loan be with? It's very important that you ask that question. You know, we see from time to time, which institution will my loan be with? What is my interest rate going to be? These are things that you need to ask. It's very, very important that you do that. And with that said, I am opening up the phone lines. And Eddie, the phone lines are blazing already for you. Thank you so much for being a gentleman and, of course, being articulate and having depth and integrity. And, of course, obviously, the information to help the people.
Okay, Squeeze, thanks.
Thanks.